Okay, so I am doing this in editing right now. There are some parts with my boy Kenny when I put him on the single shot like this is right now for me. There is no audio. I forgot to add the audio into the tracks or the sources in OBS, so I do apologize about that. So bear with us. I made a mistake. We're still working through things and stuff like that. It's my first time using this specific template in OBS, so sorry. I'm very sorry. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode, though. There is a large percentage of it that is perfectly fine. The audio is fine. It's just a few spots here and there where it's happening, so I do apologize about that again. Other than that, enjoy the video, and yeah, peace. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cozy Boy Don back in the building. Got my boy Kenny back in the building too, man. We back with another episode of that CozyCorner, man. We're gonna get into college football. We had a crazy week. NFL, crazy week. So we're gonna tap into all that. So everybody get cozy with us, man. We finna talk sports, man. All right, man. So college football week 5 is over with. We had four top 10 teams go down. But first, we're going to start with our upset alerts from last week. If you haven't checked those out, the cards should be up here this way. You can click on that, check out our upset alerts from last week to see what we was talking about. But first, we had the slaughter on Friday night of Maryland. Maryland was at home against Iowa. My boy went to the game. He went to the game. Tell us what happened. Tell us what's going on.
I got in there, Maryland up 7-0. I'm like, okay, we might have a game like shit. They win this game, I'm storming the field. No cap. And I'm not even a Maryland fan. I'm like, we win this game, I'm on the field. But, yeah, we looking good. Then Maryland fans start screaming, fuck Iowa. I guess they got hype. We up 7-0.
That teed
got
them
a little
up.
excited.
That teed them up.
And the Iowa fans was in there. It was a little small section of yellow, but they was loud.
They was in there for sure. I seen it on TV. I'm mad I couldn't go. I would have went too.
I know.
I would have went, but business. They won 51-14. Shout out to Riley Moss, the only white corner out here really doing it. You feel me? Jason Sehorn type beat. You feel me? Shout out.
Oh, what's up with Talia?
Talia? I don't know.
Yeah.
He ain't throw a pick until Friday. He threw what, 5 of them? 6?
Oh, for real? He didn't have a pick on the whole season until that game?
I don't think so. I think he threw his first one.
That's even worse.
They played West Virginia. West Virginia got a good defense too. You see what they did to Oklahoma? They got a good defense. So I don't know. Maybe.
And he had the most yards in the Big Ten too at the time.
But they weren't really playing. They played Howard, so Howard kind of boosted their numbers. They played, I think, Kent State. They boosted their numbers. So it's early in the season. So
and even Illinois, ain't nobody used.
Nope. And they barely won that game, right?
Yeah, on the road.
So yeah, typical Maryland stuff. Typical Maryland.
Never again. I'm gonna give them another 5 years before I go in there.
All right. The second upset alert that we had Ole Miss at Alabama.
Are we going to be able to watch an Alabama game at all this season? Like, I haven't watched it at all, except for Miami.
Look,
for one quarter.
I was tuned in, right, for the first drive.
Right.
First drive. After Lane Kiffin was like, yeah, took through the head, so get your popcorn ready, all that other shit. He was doing wild shit. After he said that, they got ball first, like, yeah, we want ball first. We finna send a message. First drive. They come out. No. Look. I'll tell you like this. So, first drive, they moving. Get a first down. They're just past midfield. 4th and 1. Converted. All right, cool. So they get another 4th down. Boom, converted. Then they get to the red zone. It's like they on the 10-yard line. It's 4th down. They don't get it. Once that happens, Alabama get the ball.
4th down?
Yeah. I mean, I get it because, like,
I get it. It's Alabama.
For one, it's Alabama. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down 2 times before, you might as well go again. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to score touchdowns. So, yeah. So
you're supposed to have a high-powered offense, too.
Yeah. Alabama comes back down. They get a touchdown. Easy. Then the next drive, he's still going for it on 4th down, and they're not even in plus territory at this point. He just keep going for it. He just balls to the wall. It didn't matter where they were on the field.
You seen what he said? He said you can't be scared against Alabama. I think he took that too.
You can't be scared, but you can't be dumb either.
Exactly. He took that took that to the grave with him. Like,
yeah. I mean, and it's like he put his defense in like bad situations. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially against a team, bro. Bryce Young looks so good, bro.
Leave him.
He's so calm, bro. For his first year starting, he's so calm, bro. Even pressure come, he roll out. I'm gonna calm down, set my feet, boom, get it out. He's so calm, bro. They got so many weapons. Jaleel Billingsley, remember the name, Jaleel Billingsley, tight end, animal.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts body, Kyle Pitts build. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jaleel Billingsley. We already know about Jameson Williams. We know about my boy from Canada, John Mechie the third. They got boys over there. Yeah, Montreal.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I think he gonna be the first nigga from Canada in the league.
It's a few. I don't know who off the top of my head, but it's a few.
Canada first round pick, maybe.
Maybe in a couple of years. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be next year or the year after or what. But yeah,
right.
Brian Robinson was toting that pill. He had 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. That's crazy. But we're gonna get off.
What happened to McLean?
Who?
What happened to the other running back? He said he out for the season.
I don't know. I didn't see that. After it got to the point where they was up 21-0, I got him. I got to turn on that Cincinnati Notre Dame. But we're gonna talk about that in a second. We got to finish our upset alerts. Next, we had Ohio State going to Rutgers. I thought
the Ohio State fan.
I wasn't.
Once Ohio State fan.
Shout out to Troy Smith. Shout out to Braxton Miller and all them. Y'all got me into college football. I rock with y'all for that. Reggie Bush too.
For real.
I thought Rutgers had a chance, bro. They played Michigan tough on the road, and coming back home, I thought they would take advantage of some of the momentum they had because they almost had Michigan. But Ohio State did what they've been doing to the Big Ten for the past like 7 years. They beat the hell out of them. 52-13. So Chris Olave showed his ass. C.J. Stroud showed his ass. Travion Henderson showed his ass. The defense balled. So they getting back right. And they got Maryland next week at home. So they going to kick their ass too.
Yes, sir. And I think the spread only 17.5. We taking that.
For sure.
Taking that.
Then we got Oklahoma, Kansas State. This was a closer game, but I don't think the game was ever really in doubt because Oklahoma they had the lead for the majority of the game, so I don't think they were ever.
Kansas State tried to control that ball, though.
They tried to.
First half.
They tried. This is not the Oklahoma I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing them score 50 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then they're not being close. But I don't know. If they keep playing like this, Spencer Rattler going to have to stay another year. For sure. But he might run into a problem with that 2023 quarterback class. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
He not Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield, though. We just going to have to get that out of our head.
That boy, they was calling for Caleb 2 weeks ago. So, hey, we're gonna keep our eye on them because they are part of our games of the week this upcoming week. Mm-hmm. And finally, we hit on one upset this week, man. Shout out to us. We hit on one upset. We had Oregon going into Stanford. And the reason why we was thinking Stanford had a chance is because they beat USC. And they ain't just beat USC. They blew them boys out on the road at the Coliseum. They took them boys down. So they sneaky.
I love a coach.
They sneaky. They sneaky over there. They sneaky over there. They pulled out a dub. Oregon didn't have a play caller, so the offense was real anemic in the beginning. But they got going. They took the lead. And, bro, I'll tell you this. I left the house to go get food because I don't remember how much time was up. They were up 7. It was, I think it was 24-17. I left the house to go get some food. And then I was like, I'm going to check in on, make sure everything good. They got the ball, and they going down the field. So I tuned in on my phone. I'm like, what the hell is happening, bro? I missed the Kayvon Thibodeau play live. I didn't see it live. It happened after the fact. They killed that, man. They high-load him.
The quarterback was dead.
They high-load him. But they got targeting, which I despise that they kick players out of the game for targeting. Just 15 yards, please. Don't kick nobody out the game. They kicked them out the game. They ended up scoring, going to overtime, and then they scored again. They killed them on fade routes, bro. Fade routes in the red zone. Ugh, dunking on them. Dunked on them.
Yeah, that's good game planning right there, though.
Dunk on them. They dunked on them. The damn near the whole game. And they pulled it out. They stormed the field. Everybody went crazy. And this probably packs up the Pac-12's chance to get into the playoff again.
Verdell hurt too.
Yeah, CJ Verdell. I hope you well, bro. You're like that. So,
bro, I seen him get hit. I was watching on my phone. I seen him get hit. I'm like, yeah, that looked like a bad hit. Then he didn't get up. I was like, yeah.
I had like 2 different games. I had one on my laptop, and I was looking at the TV. I was like, yeah, damn, I missed it. But yeah, we hit on one, man. So.
Yeah. Don't forget Cincinnati, Notre Dame.
That wasn't an upset. That was just the game of
That's
the week.
That's what I was thinking. Is that really an upset?
That's the game of the. That was like one of the games of the week. You know what I'm saying? We had two like top 10 matchups. That was one. We're gonna talk about the other one after we hit on this one. Cincinnati on the road goes in and beats Notre Dame 24-13. That defense is elite, bruh. Elite. Sauce Gardner, Kobe Bryant with a C though.
I just peeped that though today. I was like, okay, at least it's Kobe with a C.
Yeah. Kobe with a C, man. Them boys balled out. Desmond Ritter, he had a
elite.
I don't know about elite. He had a good game.
Elite.
I don't know. He missed some. They would have won by more, but he missed a handful of throws on third downs. Yeah. He just airmailed them, missed them, all the other stuff. They could have won by more, but they didn't take advantage of some of the field position they had. But yeah,
right. And really Notre Dame with them turnovers put them in a bad position early.
Yeah, two picks on the first 2 drives, right? They got down to the red zone on the first drive and then made a misread, or I don't know if it got tipped. I don't remember if it got tipped or not, but yeah, they threw a pick. You know what I'm saying? So they got them boys up out of there, you know? So
and they might take Oregon's spot now.
Yeah.
In that playoff.
They might.
No Oregon now.
They might take them boys out. And the only other like top tier game that we were expecting was Arkansas and Georgia. Hold on, I'm gonna put my face in there, just me, bruh.
It was high on them Arkansas boys,
bruh.
It was high on them.
Them boys got smacked off the jump, bro. Like smacked, bro. That first drive was different, bro. They kept running the ball. Bro, Stetson Bennett threw the ball 15 times, and they won 37-0.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Them trenches go crazy. Their trenches are crazy. Arkansas didn't have a chance, bro.
Nope.
37-0. So.
Hey. Georgia versus Alabama SEC championship game. We're just gonna have to wait for it.
They gotta beat Florida still though. And speaking of Florida,
who do? Georgia?
Yeah, they play every year. Jacksonville. So that's coming. I don't know when though.
How is that? What is it called? Mutual distance? What's it called?
What's this shit called? I know the name of it. Something like that. Neutral field.
Yeah, neutral field.
But it's in Jacksonville.
How is that a neutral field?
Because Florida, I don't know where Gainesville is, but I know Jacksonville is like at the top, like right on the border of Florida and Georgia. I feel like. So that's probably
miles-wise it is.
Yeah.
But them Florida folks is in there deep as hell.
I think Georgia probably gonna smack Florida too, the way they've been playing. By the way they've been playing. And speaking of Florida,
number 20 now.
They dropped 10 spots. They lost to Kentucky. Kentucky came to play on their home field. They won this game 20-13. Florida had a chance to win in the end, but they couldn't pull it out. And to be honest, did you see Waka Flocka was at the game? He stormed the field with the kids. He was there, bro. Hold on. He was there. I'm gonna put the picture on the screen. Crazy. He was there. He was at the game, bro. He was there. I don't know if it was like homecoming or he had a performance or something at the school or not. But he was at the game. He was on the field with the kids and everything. But Florida,
they 5-0, 6-0 now?
Yeah, they undefeated. They ranked. They got LSU coming into their house on Saturday. So we gonna see. LSU not the same LSU, but they still LSU. You feel me?
And that's a big win for Kentucky. They need that.
Yeah. They haven't beat Florida at home since '86. They beat Florida in Florida. I want to say 2018 when they had touchdown Terry back there throwing that pill. Shout out and Benny Snell. They had I love Benny Snell.
Indeed.
So yeah, they pulled that out. We had 3 more. 4. I'm sorry, I'm messing up. We had 4 more teams that were ranked that lost. So we had Mississippi State beating Texas A&M. They went down to Texas A&M and beat them boys. Fraud. I never thought Texas A&M was really like that anyway. So I didn't think they was like that last year either, even though they only lost to Alabama.
Ain't been like that since Johnny Manziel.
Facts. Baylor lost to Oklahoma State in a ranked matchup, 24-14. I wasn't watching that game, so I'm not going to sit there and act like I didn't know what's going on. It was a defensive battle, though.
Game, though.
Yeah, my boy RG3 was on the call, too.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to RG3. And 2 more. We got UCLA losing to Florida State. Blown out, too. They lost by 21, 42-23. I mean, not 19, not 21.
Who did you said Florida State. Who they lost to, bro? It wasn't Florida State.
No, Arizona State. Sorry.
Arizona
State beat UCLA. Yeah.
Hey, shout out that boy Hearn.
You know Antonio Pierce, their defensive coordinator, right?
Bro, if I was a D1 recruit, why would I not want to go to Arizona State?
They got in trouble, though. I don't know what the punishment going to be, but they got in trouble for some.
They did?
I think it was some recruiting or something. No. It was when last year when they couldn't work out like that. They were still doing, like, hosting visits and all that other stuff. I don't know if they're going to get, like, real trouble for it, but, yeah.
They're going to lose some scholarships. So.
They might. And in, like, lesser news, Hawaii beat Fresno State. Fresno State was ranked 18. I don't have too much to say about that.
I do. So what's up with UCLA then?
UCLA? I mean, that's normal UCLA shit.
It is.
They ain't been like that since they had Maurice Jones-Drew back there running the ball. Troy Aikman throwing the ball. They ain't been that in a long time. So, I've been meaning to say this for a minute. Some of these college fans are delusional, bro. Nebraska fans, y'all delusional, bro. Especially they be wanting to get coaches up out of there, and they don't have the talent to compete with some of the teams they think they could compete with. And it's like,
yeah, they have diehard fans.
But still, though, diehard fans gotta have common sense.
Same with the Sixers.
You gotta have common sense, bro. If you know your team is not that, don't expect that from your team when you know they're not.
And I know I'm jumping forward, but same with the Eagles. It was people 14-13.
People really
and they was booing them.
No. I mean, so I can understand booing if you're not playing well, but
14-13 against the Chiefs.
I mean, but yeah, okay. But I'm not saying booing is different than calling for somebody's job, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're calling for a coach's job and you know your team is the bottom of the barrel, what are you doing, bro? So.
Yeah, Nebraska has extremely high expectations.
Yeah, and do you think anybody could beat either Alabama or Georgia?
No, except for each other, they can beat each other.
Because and if you think about it, SEC West, Alabama still they got to play Auburn still. They still got to play LSU, Arkansas. So I don't think any of those teams can really be on the same field as them, to be honest with you, the talent wise, but they have a chance.
What about Cincinnati? Can Cincinnati seriously beat one of them teams in the playoffs?
No. Their offense isn't. Nah.
That's what I was thinking.
They'll be in there, but it's it's such a big gap this year between teams because Clemson's not that good. Who else? I mean, Ohio State's nobody's really talking about Ohio State right now because they lost that early game. But it's better to lose early than to lose late. You feel me?
Yeah, the winner of the Big Ten is in there.
Yeah, for sure. The Big Ten is the deepest conference. If we talking you know what I'm saying? You got 4 undefeated teams and 5 teams that could well, I would say 4 that could really make the playoff if they go undefeated. Michigan, Iowa, Penn State, and that's 3. Damn.
Michigan State,
Penn State. Did I say Penn State?
I think so.
But
Michigan State if we go undefeated, but I
I don't
doubt
think
that.
so. I mean, if they do, they're gonna have to beat all like at least 2 or 3 of them teams. So hey,
Yeah,
so
and we're gonna have to beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
yeah, because ain't nobody else out of the division making it.
Well, no, I think we're gonna have to beat Iowa because Iowa's over there by themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa got them dudes, bro.
They do.
So who you got for your players of the week?
Player of the week, I'm gonna go with Desmond Ritter.
Right.
Not the best game, but it was a historic game. Biggest win in Cincinnati history.
Cincinnati history. Okay.
Yeah, 19 for 32, 2 touchdowns. Then for defense, for defense, I'm gonna give it to 2 units collectively. I'm gonna give it to Iowa and Georgia defense.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Playing lights out.
I can agree with you on Iowa's defense, Georgia's defense as well, but I'm gonna go with Iowa's defense because they went on the road and got that dub. People was picking Maryland for real. People were really picking them, and they came in there and smacked them. And for my player of the week, you know what I'm saying, I had what's the brother name? Zamir White from Georgia. He had 3 touchdowns. He didn't have a lot of yards, but he was running physical. He had 2 early touchdowns. He won in that one. Ooh, boy, there was one in the second half when he was running the ball and he tripped and looked like he fell. Boy, that man was going
That boy
crazy.
hit that man stick down, huh?
He had to get up off the ground, get in that end zone, and he recovered a punt block for a touchdown. So that's my player of the week for offense. Yep. And we got a new segment for college football, the League Him segment. You know what I'm saying? We can't put everybody in the player of the week, but we got the college football, the pipeline to the NFL. You feel me? So we're gonna have to give a spotlight to some of the guys that we seen that had big performance. Like, oh yeah, League Him, put that boy in the league right now. And I'm gonna go first. I got 3 guys. I got Bijan Robinson, 35 carries, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns. Put that boy in the league, and he could catch the ball too. Put him in the league, bro. Put that man in the league. And then we had CJ. We got CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud had 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. Crazy. He only missed 6 throws. He was what, 20 or 26? Yeah. That man is crazy. And Drake London. I gotta put this on the screen. Drake London had one of the nastiest snags I ever seen in my life for a touchdown. USC. Used to play basketball. There's videos of him playing at the Pangos All-American camp. So he was good at basketball too.
He got money for real. Huh?
6'5" receiver, physical too. He had the boy in the red zone, line up, get him off me, reach out, snag that off one hand, boy. Hey,
beating,
bruh, he killed them.
Yeah,
so I think he had 9 catches, 136 and a touchdown. So shout out to Drake London. Put that boy in the league right now.
Indeed.
What you got?
Like Saquon or something.
For sure.
A couple of them runs, I was like, "Whoa!"
He hit them holes. Backfield too.
Right. So he had 19 carries, only 66 yards, but 2 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey man,
you might have to show that touchdown play.
I'm gonna put that bitch on the screen right now. It's Tyler Goodson, that man out in Iowa toting that pill for them boys. They number 4, or they number 3?
15. I don't know.
So
it's either them or Penn State.
Yeah. So that leads us into week 6. We moving fast, bro. I don't even feel like we 6 weeks in.
It don't.
It really don't. But we are 6 weeks into the college football season. We got our games of the week. So, starting off Friday night, Stanford, who just beat Oregon, has to go on the road to Arizona State, who ranked 23rd right now. So, can Jaden Daniels pull it out? You know what I'm saying? He had a fire freshman year. Last year was a little bit rocky, and this year is, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see if he can get them boys on track so they can get that dub for Herm. Next, we got one of the biggest rivalries in college football, the Red River rivalry. I got to say it slow because if I say it fast, it's going to come out crazy. Texas and Oklahoma. Texas and Oklahoma. Oh, let me go back first. Stanford and Arizona State. Who you picking, my boy? Stanford? You gonna go with Stanford? I'm gonna go with Arizona State, man. I believe in them boys. They whooped UCLA too, and the thing with like teams like Stanford, they inconsistent. Like they beat USC, and I feel like they lost next week. They got whooped by K-State, so I don't know. I don't know what to think of them. They not consistent, and that was a home game too, so that put stock into it. They got to go to Arizona State. So
Friday night.
Yep, we got Oklahoma and Texas, man. Who you got in this one? Huh. Okay, you believe in Spencer Rattler running the pill, get a ball to them boys? I'm going with Texas. Casey Thompson beat, like I said, league beat John Robinson, bro. He probably gonna be the best player on the field out there. So I'm going with Texas. I'm going with the Horns. So it's definitely gonna be a close game, man. So hey, next we got a matchup from teams that got their ass kicked last week. Arkansas got to go to Ole Miss. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss because I think Lane Kiffin put them in a bad spot last week, trying to try too hard, trying to win, and that offense is explosive. So I'm gonna go with Ole Miss. I don't think Matt Corral gonna ball out, get back on track. So that's what I'm going with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Same. I like Ole Miss.
Okay. And you made me aware of this. When I was writing the games that I didn't see this. Georgia has to go to Auburn. Now, Auburn, they had a quarterback controversy going into the game against LSU. Bo Nix balled out. Hey, this is the first time I ever seen Bo Nix ball out for real.
His freshman year.
His pops put that good word in for him. He trying to take advantage of it. So, hey, man. Who you got? They gonna beat. I'm going with Georgia too. There's no reason for me to try to pick against Georgia again. I'm not picking against Georgia again unless they play Alabama. But even with that, I don't know. Them trenches, they trenches crazy, bro. So, all right. And
they might play twice.
Yeah. And we got the marquee matchup of the week. Top 5 matchup. We got Iowa, Penn State. Penn State got to go on the road to go see Iowa.
Two good defense.
Who you got? This is a tough choice for me. I don't know. Because Penn State defense is like that. Shout out to Joey Porter Jr. Joey Porter Jr. over there playing on that island. They got. I don't remember the safety name. I remember the safety popped against Wisconsin. He was going crazy. He had a good game against Auburn too. And they got Jahad Dotson. I want to see how Iowa match up with Jahad Dotson because he is explosive. So with all that being said, I'm gonna have to go Iowa. They can run the ball. They can manage the game. Their defense is really crazy. I want to pick Penn State so bad, but
me too. Yeah, me too.
I can't do it.
In Iowa, that's what I seen last week.
Mm-hmm. And then those were our games of the week that we were going to pick on. We got 3 more games that you might want to look out for that might be potential, like not really upsets, but potentially a good game. So we got Notre Dame. They dropped to 14. They got to go on the road to Virginia Tech. That's going to be a tough matchup.
They need to join the conference because their schedule is ridiculous.
They was in the ACC last year. But I prefer like the independent schedule because they get to play everybody. They still got to play USC. They play Boston College. They play everybody damn near.
But they ain't going to never go to the playoffs. Maybe that's why they made the playoffs.
They keep making it into the playoffs. They was in the playoffs like 3 years before. 3 years before.
Yeah, they was independent that year too. Huh?
Yeah. Independent team, like, if you think about it, like, college teams, if they, like, if, say, for instance, if Alabama wanted to go independent, or, like, established schools like that, they can go independent if they want to. They don't have to rely on a conference. You know what I'm saying? If Ohio State went independent, bro, I mean, like, big games it would be, but they get paid to
Notre
be
Dame
in
getting that
leagues.
bag.
They get paid to be in the league, so, yeah.
Yep.
And then the undefeated, newly ranked Kentucky Wildcats got a test. Not a big test, but they got it. LSU coming to their crib. LSU hasn't been impressive this year, but they got a dude that should be in the league playing wide receiver, wearing the number 1, Keyshawn Boutte.
Yeah.
Brother, on his first drive against Auburn, 3 catches for 99 yards in a tug. Crazy.
So what do he finish with?
He didn't finish with a lot. He had like 6 for like 1 something, and I think he had another touchdown. I don't know.
He's wild.
Nah, he went crazy. He's a dude, bro. So, we're not gonna pick. Like I said, we're not picking these games. We're just gonna keep our eye on it. And another one I want you to keep your eye on, but not really. You might want to watch with like half of one eye. You wouldn't even put a whole eye on this motherfucker. Alabama got to go to Texas A&M. Alabama's probably gonna smoke them, but they have to go on the road. And Texas A&M is an above-average team. So that's gonna wrap it up for the college football for this week, man. So. All right, man. We got NFL. Week 4 is a wrap. We may have found some frauds. We may have found some contenders. So we're gonna go in chronological order for you guys. Thursday night we had the Jags and the Bengals. Now going into this game, everybody was thinking the Jags were just gonna get mopped. I thought they was gonna get mopped. Everybody, like, did you think they was gonna get mopped?
I did, but for some reason I was liking that Jaguars plus 7.5. Okay. I ain't bet it though.
So it turned out to be a good game. The Jaguars controlled the game throughout, right. Trevor Lawrence looked good. He didn't have a touchdown or a pick, but some of the throws he was making, he was running the ball effectively. It feels like they started to get a rhythm. Him and Urban Meyer, the receivers, James Robinson, like they started to get like a little rhythm. And the Bengals looked anemic for a while, but they got back into it. Ended up pulling out that dub. That boy Joe Burrow, nice. He got confidence. I love Joe Burrow because he got so much swag, bro. Like, he got so much swag, bro. So. The Bengals pulled it out. The Jags are 0-4. And after the game, we was like, okay, I was like, yeah, okay, they got some momentum. And then Saturday night happened with your boy Urban Meyer. He got caught. He has his own brewery in Ohio. He stayed in Ohio, and he got caught in a club with a little girl. Not a little girl. I'm sorry, not a little girl. with an adult. I'm assuming that's an adult with an adult, because if it wasn't, he'd probably be in jail by now. But with an adult, a young adult, and he is married, so can't be caught you slipping, bro. You can't be doing that. What you think about that, bro? Should we actually care about this shit? I don't care. I think it's just funny though.
Yeah, only reason we should maybe even care a little bit is because they lost.
So,
but besides that,
bro, teams will lose and niggas be smiling on the field, shaking hands. So if you want to go to the club, I don't care anymore. Unless it's the playoffs and you lose and your season is over with, then, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, not that big of a deal.
I don't
think
it's
only big deal because he's married.
People were saying he should get fired for it though.
Because he lost.
But
they 0-4.
What that got to do with anything? My man can't be on the hose.
I don't know. He's like 60 years old. Yeah, he's in Ohio State number 1.
Oh man!
If he's at Ohio State, then yeah. But this is his normal routine, obviously.
He looked baked, boy.
He did.
That man looked sauced all the way up in that. You taking pictures. He looked crazy, bro. I'm gonna put some of the pictures on the screen. That man looked crazy, bro. He was done in the club. It was not a club. He was at his own bar. He was done for.
But nah, whoever took them pictures is wrong though. Come on.
They clout chasing, man. Everybody got to know everything. But back to what we talking about. Sunday. Sunday was crazy. And We had some key games. We're going to hit on the key games first, and then we're going to go back to some of the 1 o'clock games that was either surprising or they were, you know what I'm saying? We got something to say. So we had a couple 1 o'clock games that was key. The number one was the Panthers and the Cowboys. Coming into the game, Panthers had a top defense. Cowboys got top offense. So naturally, you're going to be interested in seeing what's
undefeated
going on. Undefeated, too. People was trying to see and figure out if the Panthers were for real, they're for fake.
Mm-hmm.
They lost 36-28, but it wasn't really that close. To be honest with you, they scored a couple touchdowns towards the end of the game to make it look closer than what it was. But, bruh, the Cowboys look so good, bruh. And it's so weird for me to say that. Because in the past, like just being from where we're from, well, not even from where we're from, every Cowboys fan, it seems like, is annoying as fuck. They think they can win the Super Bowl every year. And out of all years, legitimately, they look like they can really win this year. Both sides of the ball look excellent, bro. Like
it's still early, though.
It is early. So I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit, but still, like, that offense is crazy. They got super balanced. They got a good O-line. They got a high-paid quarterback who's playing at that level. High-paid running back that's playing at that level, and they got two top. I don't want to put CD in that top tier yet. You gotta be consistent.
He on the way though.
He on the way. But you got Amari Cooper out there. You got CD Lamb out there. Michael Gallup still gotta get back in the lineup. When he get back, he gonna be out there. They got tight ends. They balanced, bro. And Tony Pollard back there spending time with Zeke Toten too. And that defense, brother. Trayvon Diggs. Shout out to the DMV, Trayvon Diggs. Playmaker. 5 picks on the year. 5 picks, 4 games. You know what I'm saying? And I did see like a little graphic where they were saying he was locking everybody up. And it was misleading a little bit because they had like Keenan Allen on there. But he had he almost had 90 yards.
Yeah, I seen that.
But it's like
3 for 90 on.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's locking somebody up, but
he held his own.
He had a pick in every game, so I guess.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the Panthers? Are they like? Do they suck, or they was playing like shit teams, or?
Definitely playing shit teams, but we definitely gotta give Sam Darnold some credit. He got 5 rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the most in the league?
I have to double check. I don't know if it is after all the games finished, but yeah.
He up there. That's ridiculous. Sure. Then he got more than Lamar.
Yeah, he got more than Lamar. I think Josh Allen, like all the running quarter, he got more than Kyler too. Mm-hmm. So the Panthers look good, bro. Their defense is. They got
J.C. Horn might have been a big loss.
Bro, besides J.C. Horn, they got like I said, I never said this to y'all before on YouTube. I say this to people I talk to all the time. If you got one playmaker at every level of your defense is elite. Brian Burns on that line, elite. Even though he's still young, Brian Burns is elite, bro. Elite.
Was this his second year?
Third year, I want to say. Third year.
Jeez.
Brian Burns is elite. Shaq Thompson, elite. Low key though, wearing that 7. Wearing that 7.
He on the Panthers, bro.
Low key, because he was low key because he was playing behind Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis. So they breed linebackers down there in Carolina. It seemed like so.
Good scouting.
And they got that boy Jeremy Chin in the back end playing safety, who will rock you. He'll knock your damn socks off, bro.
You seen he flip? What's his name? Schultz.
Yeah, But with the Panthers, I just think their defense is ahead of their offense. So once Christian McCaffrey gets back, they should be on a roll again, and they might have a chance.
Shout out DJ Moore too.
Shout out to DJ Moore, man. DJ Moore showing out to see he number 1 receiver, bro.
Yeah, like 126.
Mm-hmm. They got Terrace Marshall over there too. Robbie Anderson, we gonna need some production out of you, bro.
When you said number 1 on LSU, that's what I thought you was talking about at first. I'm like, nah, he gone.
Yeah. Terrace Marshall. He wore 6 though.
He wore 6. Well, I thought he wore 1.
You thinking about Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase wore like there was a 1 last year, but that was Boutte. That was Keyshawn Boutte.
What?
Yeah.
I guess that's what I was thinking about. Man. Boutte.
Yeah, but the Panthers should be good. They might sneak in there and make the playoffs. With it being 17s now, I think so. Because we're going to talk about this once we get past the key games. I don't know if the NFC East is going to get more than one team in the playoffs.
Facts. That's a fact.
So, next on our docket, this is a key game that I wanted to watch. The Lions and the Bears. Justin Fields his first start was like trash. It was trash. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah killed him. Myles Garrett killed him. Jadavion, they got killed. They got slaughtered. And they had the Lions, and I was expecting the Lions to win because all of their games have been close. Like all their games have been close. They could have won all of those games. So going into the game, I was thinking the Lions are going to win, but I really wanted to watch Justin Fields. And to my surprise, the Bears won 24-14. Justin Fields had a great game. Don't look at the stats. Go watch the game, right? He was 11 for 17 with 206 and a pick. The pick came on a tip pass. Yeah, I tipped at the line. So he made some. I'm gonna put this on screen. He made some good throws, bro. There was like 3 of them. He had Darnell Mooney a couple times. He hit Allen Robinson on a crazy one too. So
I seen that. Allen Robinson was happy when he got that one.
Hey, we was talking about free Allen Robinson. He might have a quarterback now. We're gonna have to see what time, but you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I'm staying. I don't know if I'm staying with the Bears if I'm him.
Didn't they lock him up?
I think he franchise tagged.
Okay. Where do you think he could go then? Because he gonna want some money.
He gonna want some money
for sure.
Shit, that's a good question.
I'm thinking.
I don't know. I was gonna say Patriots, but that's the same situation. Rookie quarterback.
Yeah. I don't know. Ravens. I would say the Ravens would be a good spot for him. But they still got they ain't paid Lamar yet, so they're gonna have to wait on that.
That's coming soon.
So
it better be this year.
Yeah. And the other 1:00 game that we didn't really circle until the game ended was the Titans and the Jets. I was expecting the Jets to lose. They had AJ Brown and Julio Jones was out, so I wasn't expecting them to blow them out, but I was still expecting them to win. Derrick Henry, top running back in the league. You know what I'm saying? They're going to feed him that pill, and he's going to do his thing. He did his thing, but the Titans actually lost. So the Jets aren't going 0-17 like we thought last week. That boy Zach Wilson was letting that boy fly. Corey Davis got a touchdown on his old team. He was teed up.
Dang, I didn't think about that. That was against the old team, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, they're super sick.
But the conversation with the Titans, what's up with their defense?
They might not make the playoffs either.
I don't think somebody gonna have to win that division though.
That's exactly what I said yesterday. I was like, their division is trash though.
Somebody
so they're
definitely
going to
that
the
division. So yeah. Everybody else in the division is like legitimate and literal trash. So you know.
So they're going to the playoffs. My bad. Yeah. Spoke too soon.
So those is the key 1:00 games, bro. All right. So I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. We had to take like an intermission real quick. So we're back. We were talking about the Washington football team before we stopped. So my man had something to say about his team, so we're gonna let him say his piece, my boy. What they got?
Shit, we got the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Packers.
Damn.
Then we got the Chiefs.
Fuck.
Then we got the Broncos. So we need them against the Broncos and the Saints. We need those.
My only thing is, I asked this last week. What's up with the defense, bro? The defense was supposed to be like the strong point. After 4 weeks, they're 2-2, and the defense hasn't had any like good games. The Bills put up 40. The Falcons put up 30. The Chargers 20. They had 20 points, and then the Giants had 21 or 27, 28.
Yeah, I guess our best game was against the Chargers. First game on the defense side, you know.
Is it a whole unit thing, or is it specific? Like, is it the line not getting no pressure? Is it the linebackers getting picked on? Is it the safeties, corners?
I think it's the whole unit. Because at least for against the Falcons, the boy. So I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's just us as a whole. Just we got to get better.
Do you think y'all can make the playoffs with how it's going right now?
we got to beat out of those 4 games. I just named we got to win 2 of those or so.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they can win
got,
2? Name what was the
I
4
think
games again?
Saints,
Mm-hmm.
Packers, Chiefs, and Broncos.
I think y'all can get the Broncos and the Saints.
They gave me some hope after what the Giants did.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
After that, we got to talk about the Bills, bro. The Bills beat the Texans, but that don't really mean nothing, and that's the basis of this conversation. The Bills are 3-1. They look like they're dominant because they're playing lesser competition. So, do you think the Bills are like really like that, or is it dicey when they start playing some real teams?
No, the Bills really like that. Because they lost to Steelers, but it was week 1. So
And they lost. Keeping it 100 with you, they lost because of special teams, because they had a block punt. So, but we see the Steelers ain't on nothing either. So it's like, who have they actually played? They played y'all. Y'all are like solid, like middle of the pack. But other than that, it's like everybody else is under 500.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really blame them for beating the teams they're supposed to beat. So the next 4 the Bills got just. So they got the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football this weekend. That should be a good game, good test against the best offense in the league.
Both teams.
Yeah, we're gonna see what the Chiefs' defense is on. See if they doing something. Because if not, it's gonna be a shootout. Then after that, they got the Titans on Monday Night Football. Then they got two stinkers. They got to play the Dolphins again, who they shut out, and they got to play the Jags, who we spoke about earlier, which we don't know if they're gonna have a head coach at the time they play. So that's what's up with them. And any more 1:00 games you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Giants beating the Saints, the Colts beating Miami, or do you want to
talk about the Giants? You want to talk about the Giants?
Daniel Jones looked good.
Daniel Jones is a good player,
bro. I swear to you, thank you. Daniel Jones. People be making it seem like Daniel Jones is just like a garbage can. Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. Yes, he's not the best quarterback ever. No, he's not. And he was the 6th pick. He was a top 10 pick, so you might be expecting more.
And he's from Duke. That's probably really what it is. Duke.
Hey,
I never heard of no football Duke.
The only player out of Duke that I know besides him is Jamison Crowder, and Jamison Crowder is really good. So,
and I really think that's why the Jets won this week.
Jamison Crowder has been the MVP for the Jets for like the past 3 years.
No, for real. And he getting that bag, making it worth it.
Shout out to Jamison Crowder, man.
Shout out Jamison Crowder.
But the Giants, I don't know. Their defense is good. And, did I send you this? I'm going to put it on the screen. It was Jabril Peppers at overtime. They had the coin toss. He was like, I'm calling heads. I got confidence. They got it. He was like, we want that motherfucker, man. That shit is hilarious.
And they went down there and they won. Malcolm James was sick.
He was. Saquon had a big game. Shout out to Saquon.
Come back, Saquon. He's back. Yeah, he's back.
Boy, back. All right. So.
And before we move from that game,
mm-hmm.
That was the Saints' first game in New Orleans. They're supposed to trash the Giants.
Bro, the Saints are mid, bro. Their defense is really good. Their offense is okay. They don't have Michael Thomas. They don't have any other like real deep threats. They just got Alvin Kamara.
So can they hang around? They said that was Alvin Kamara's first game without a target.
Can they hang around in what?
Hang around without until Michael Thomas gets back. Can they hang around?
No.
In the playoff discussion.
It depends on who they play. We know they got to play y'all. They may lose that game. Let me see who else they play. Cause
in Maryland,
it should be a good game. It should be a good game that day. But we're gonna see who else they play because that is important to see where they're gonna be at by the time playoffs come around. So the Saints are 2-2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Patriots and they beat the Packers. They lost to the Giants and they lost to the Panthers. So they gotta. So they play y'all next weekend. Then they got the Seahawks on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Then they got the Bucks.
Yeah.
Falcons. So Those are their next 4. They still have to play. They still have to play the Titans, the Bills, the Cowboys, and that is it and the Dolphins for an out of division. That's terrible. They got them playing the Dolphins on Monday Night Football.
God damn.
The couple days after Christmas. That's a terrible Christmas gift.
Yeah. No playoffs for them. That's just something.
Yeah.
If James Winston take them to the playoffs, they hell of a season.
I still think James Winston is good, but it's like
I do too.
Some situations you're not going to succeed in, but that's just the way that the world goes. So, yeah. So 1:00 games. I keep saying we're gonna stick a fork in it. Miami's the worst team in the NFL. I don't care that the Jaguars are 0-4. I don't care that the Jets were 0-3. They suck. They fucking suck.
I don't get how their offense don't wake up to the fourth quarter.
They suck, bro. Even without Tua, even with Tua, they were mid at best. They were mid at best. Without Tua, they suck.
Right, all that Tua talk.
Devontae Adams can't get open. Not Devontae Adams. Devontae Parker can't get open.
Right.
Jalen Waddle is a rookie. He's still gonna have to learn how to play wide receiver in the league. So he's not gonna be. He wasn't a technician. He was an athlete, a speed guy. So he's going to have to learn how to really get in and get out and the ins and outs. So it's going to take a little bit of time for him to get going. They don't have a running game. Their offensive line sucks. They got DBs, but they don't have nothing else. So they suck. And the Colts suck too, but the Colts beat them. The Colts, Carson Wentz is done.
Hey, yo, I knew the Colts was going to win that game. But I was like, nah.
The Dolphins gave the Raiders run last week, so I'm like, it's gonna be they might win.
Then it's Brissett's revenge game, low key. I'm like, all right.
And then Carson Wentz comes in with 2 walking boots on and beats you. You suck.
In Miami, huh?
They suck. So now, finally, that's all the 1:00 games. So finally, we're on to the 4:00 games. And we had the marquee matchup of the 4:00 games, 2 undefeated teams. The Rams at home going against the Cardinals and Kyler Murray.
SoFi Stadium.
The best stadium in the league. Now, 37-20, the Cardinals won. They controlled the game from the jump.
Anything wrong with them boys?
That boy A.J. Green got him another tug early in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, A.J. Green. And
he's back.
They were, bruh, the Cardinals might be the most fun team to watch in the NFL. Their offense is explosive. It don't matter if you get them in 3rd and 20. There was multiple instances in that game where they had them boys in 3rd and 15 plus, and they converted. Whether it was Kyler Murray getting out the pocket with his baseball speed and his small strides, getting the first down, or making a play to get the ball to Max Williams or somebody like that.
MVP Kyler Murray.
Is he number 1 right now, or you got somebody else? You don't got, because Josh Allen up there. You got who else?
I had to put Justin up there.
Yeah, Justin Herbert might.
And then,
be
like
up
you
there.
said, Lamar might be up there.
Sleeper though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But another thing about the Cardinals that I wanted, that some people probably are showing love, but I haven't heard it that much. Their defense is nice. They got playmakers. Byron Murphy Jr. Remember that name. Byron Murphy Jr. makes plays. Buda Baker makes plays. 7.
Yeah, that's 7.
That's 7 clean, boy.
Yeah, what Buda wearing? He
wearing 3.
3. Yeah, them boys looking
clean.
Nice.
They got, like I said, with the other team I was talking about earlier, the Panthers. Playmakers at every level. They got multiple playmakers at every level.
I was gonna say that.
They got J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones on the D-line. They got Isaiah Simmons. And I don't want to say Zaven Collins because Zaven Collins is a rookie, but they got Isaiah Simmons at 6'4", 240, sideline to sideline, at linebacker, inside linebacker.
Same with Collins though. He running like a 4-4.
Zaven, bruh. And then on the back end, you got Byron Murphy at corner, you got Robert Alford at the other corner, and you got Buda Baker playing the free. Going crazy, making plays. It's not that they're just stifling everybody. They're making plays that cause a turnover, and that's what the game turned on. And they got out, and they couldn't recover.
Hey, you know who looks smart and shit right now?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Definitely him. He might be the coach of the damn for sure him. But I was gonna say J.J. Watt because when he left for the Cardinals, I'm like, what you think they about to win a ring or something?
Man. He had, but anywhere was better than Houston though.
Facts.
So, They got them boys out of there in the 4 o'clock game of the week, and then transfer that over. We had the Ravens going to Denver. Now, I was drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
I was drinking the Kool-Aid. They played 0-3 teams just like the Bills. They ain't played nobody. And being 100 with you, being that they were playing in the altitude, I was thinking that was going to have an effect on Lamar's game.
At least in the first half.
Something. But
Sure.
they keep doing this. They keep winning these games. This game wasn't that close. It wasn't as close as some of the other games. They had control of it. They was toting it. Lamar was making deep throws. He was my player of the week in the AFC, bro. Hollywood caught him a deep ball. You know what I'm saying? He caught him a deep ball. He had to recover from last week. And bruh, another thing. What you think about at the end of the game when they went for those 5 yards to keep the streak going?
Yeah, I see both sides. You got to keep the streak going, but at the same time, and really the Broncos coach can't be mad at it.
He was pissed, bro. He was pissed, bro.
If they didn't throw the ball, they wouldn't even have had the ball. They was trying to put up garbage points too.
They was trying to score, yeah. I mean, but somebody, I don't remember who said this, but this was a valid point. Before people was kneeling the ball, they just run the ball to run the clock out.
I did see that comment too.
But the only thing is they took like 2 knees before that, and they didn't know, and John Harbaugh found out, and he was like, just run the ball, Lamar, and they got it. But Vic Fangio was pissed, boy. He was upset.
Hey, we're going to take a pause. I'm about to come in here real quick.
Okay. All right, so Ravens keep winning. They're gonna keep winning, bro. Lamar's. If they keep winning, Lamar's definitely gonna win MVP. I don't care what anybody else really does, in my opinion. Right. Even if Kyler and Josh Allen, give that man another MVP because they went through all them injuries and all this stuff, and he's still getting them dubs. Like for sure, get that man.
I agree. Then they next 4, who they got? They at home against the Colts, Chargers, Bengals, and Vikings.
Ooh, that Chargers game gonna be lit.
Facts.
Chargers game is gonna be lit.
Even that Bengals game. Are the Bengals serious?
My thinking is, right, like when I say if they keep winning, give him MVP. If they win the AFC North, he deserves to win MVP. Off Bucks.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Because that division is tough. Those 3 teams.
3-1 teams?
3-1 teams, bro. And the Browns look, they looked, but sometimes you ain't gonna win pretty. Like yeah, sometimes you ain't gonna win pretty. Oh, before we go to the other 4 o'clock game, I seen Browns fans trying to trade Odell Beckham.
No, this week I really seen why they say Baker can't hit him. Like Baker missed him, like on like 2 deep balls.
That don't mean you gotta trade him. Just so if you trade him, what are you getting back? That's gonna help your team because your team is already damn near stacked. Where are you weak at? You got running backs, you got a line, you got receivers, you got a quarterback, you got a defensive line, you got linebackers, you got DB. It's like you got everything. So what else could you want? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, Odell not going nowhere.
But even if they're not connecting, doesn't Odell being on your team draw people away from somebody else? So
that's when Jarvis get back. All you gotta do is stay healthy.
I don't know, man. So,
but you know who does need to be traded though?
Who?
Landon Collins. Oh my god.
That boy out there terrible.
We making $12 million a year. Well, this year at least.
We didn't talk about this before. C.J. Henderson is on the Panthers now. He got traded last week from the Jags for what's the tight end's name? Dan Arnold. Dan Arnold had a good game on Thursday night, but Panthers still
had good games on the Panthers too.
The Panthers trying to get them DBs locked up, man. So we gonna see how that progresses throughout the season.
Their defense looks like how our defense is supposed to look like.
For sure, bro, for sure. So for the next 4 o'clock game, that was like the marquee game because Tony Romo and Jim Nantz were calling it. Was the Steelers and the Packers. The Packers look good, bro.
Dominator.
They've been looking good since week 1, since they got their ass kicked. They flipped that switch. They turned it on. They've been going at it. And the Steelers
on the decline.
Is it that time? It's that time.
It's that time. It's that time for Ben Roethlisberger. I mean,
Bruh.
I don't know if it's that time you're gonna put in Haskins, but
They damn sure that better not put Mason Rudolph out there.
yeah, so they might have to just rock with. Yeah, this is Roethlisberger last year.
Bruh, did you that last fourth down was like a microcosm of like them being 1-3. It
You
was
gonna have to
for
show that
he
Cook
wasn't even
because he
under
can't.
he wasn't bruh. Big Ben, you made a good point. Big Ben, I don't even think he was under pressure. He checked it down. And Jair Alexander blew Najee Harris ass up. He got hurt, but he blew his ass up.
Damn, he got hurt. Jair got hurt blowing him up.
Yeah, it was just either his
Damn,
shoulder or something. I don't know. But Jair
damn.
Alexander is a dog.
Top
That was
5.
a dog. The Steelers are cooked. Well, I don't want to say they're cooked because it's only week 4, but they've been.
Who they play next week? We gotta see who they play.
We gotta see. We're going on a hunt to see who they play next week.
Mm-hmm.
If this will ever load, goodness gracious.
I don't know why I feel like it's
We're
somebody
still
good.
on the Saints. I'm pretty sure it is somebody good. I gotta find it. Steelers. We gonna see. I'm gonna get a drum roll or something. I need a drum roll. Because this is taking forever to load, bro. It's still loading. Alright. They have the Broncos.
So another test for both teams.
Then they get the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. And then they play the Browns. So that's their next 3. And after that, they get the Bears on Monday night.
Tough for a game.
Yeah.
That Broncos Steelers game might be an early elimination game.
They play at home, so.
And Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, you're looking cooked, buddy. So you better get your shit together.
Better get it together.
And the last 4 o'clock game, which was largely uninteresting for the most part because of the other 2 games that were on that were supposed to be good. The Seahawks got back on. They 500 again. They got back up on the schneid. They got the Seahawks. They got the 49ers up out of there, 28-21. And Russell Wilson had a great play. That time he escaped the pocket, got up out of there, hit Freddie Swain for that TD. They're gonna put that up there too. That was a play. But I don't really know what to take out of the game. Like the Seahawks defense look good, but sometimes the 49ers offense just looks anemic.
Yeah, especially without their running backs. They need their running backs.
Mm-hmm. That zone running scheme is Kyle Shanahan's bread and butter, but they don't have it's gonna get to a certain point where you can't just keep pulling guys out of nowhere and they just be productive. You know what I'm saying? There's only a certain amount of people that's gonna be able to succeed in the league at that position.
Indeed. So they said going into the game, they said Russell Wilson never lost 3 games in a row, and
I don't think
Garoppolo's never lost 2 games in a row. So like, I'm rock with Wilson on that.
Yeah, Russell Wilson top quarter. Give a goddamn less about Jimmy Garoppolo's streak.
Indeed.
So,
definitely.
But, hey man, the Seahawks back in position to try to compete for the division. They got the Rams on Thursday, so we gonna see. We're gonna see what they talking about.
We'll talk about that later. Early predictions on that.
You know what I'm saying? And the night game was supposed to be the best game with all the drama. Well, it was a good ass game. I'm gonna give him that. It was a good ass game. They built it up to be the drama between Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Tom Brady pulled it out like he always do. Like it was closer than people thought, but I don't know why people was thinking they was just gonna come through and blow him out. I didn't think that was gonna be the case because even though the Patriots offense don't look crazy good, their defense is ridiculous. And Bill Belichick been making quarterbacks and live in hell when they play like every year for the past 20 years. So you can't go against 20 years of evidence. So I don't know why they thought they was gonna get blown out, but it was a certified hood classic, man, with the drama and everything. Mac Jones out of the rookie quarterbacks that played, did he look the best out of all 3 of them, or you rocking with somebody else?
No, I'm through the first 4 weeks. I'm definitely rocking with Mac.
I think
Mac
Jones
going
is
into
like
the draft.
a point
I wasn't
guard,
rocking with him though.
But the way I look at it, Mac Jones is a point guard. He's like a Steve Nash type of guy. Whereas like just parallels. Like Russell Wilson is like Steph Curry. Tom Brady is LeBron. He's always gonna win. Well, mentally, I would say Tom Brady's more so like Kobe because they're both psychopaths. So
Jordan got
Jordan,
7.
he is Jordan. Mike Jordan. Yeah. He's Jordan, and Patrick Mahomes is more like Steph. I say that. So he's a point guard. He's gonna be able to orchestrate the offense. You just got to be able to give him time to get it to the guys, and they'll be productive. They weren't able to run the ball, and that's what I think cost them the game. They kind of abandoned it, but you can't blame them because nobody's running up against that front seven. That front seven is crazy. Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh. JPP was hurt, but still, them two in the middle wrecking shit. Devin White, who might be Shaq Barrett was getting back there too.
Devin got that ball out there.
Devin White and Levante David. That front seven is ridiculous. Their corners are exploding. All of them are getting hurt. Their safeties are getting hurt. So we're gonna see throughout the season if they can get healthy. See if they can get back to the Super
Richard
Bowl.
out there,
bruh. That defense is ridiculous, bro. But that was a determining factor. They couldn't run the ball. You know what I'm saying? They had -1 rushing yard, with sacks and everything in total and everything like that. They had -1 rushing yard.
And Damien Harris, my fantasy team.
And it came back to bite them, in my opinion, in the ass because on that last drive before they missed that field goal, if they were able to run the ball, they would have been able to chew more clock. They would have been able to get down the field a little bit further, and then you would have been able to kick a field goal comfortably. But I was talking to the Great Patriot about it, bro. Patriot fan, our brother. You know what I'm saying? We was talking to him about it. You know what I'm saying? And he boiled it down to the build and trust Mac with that situation. So I've never liked when people play weak like towards the end of a game, because like even with Mike Vrabel, why would you go for a field goal to tie the game? Go win the game, bro.
Yeah, against the Jets. Yeah, like, go win the game.
Win the game. Like what Herm Edwards said, you play to win the game. You're not playing to tie, bro. When they missed that field goal, I was like, that's what you get. You trying to tie the game. But with Bill, it would have won the game, but still, it's like you could have tried to get another first down. Because even if he made that field goal, Tom had 50 seconds. He would have went down and got them a field goal anyway. So
what are you going to do?
Antonio Brown couldn't be stopped. Antonio Brown was getting open every play. He was.
Then if he would have caught that one touchdown,
it would have been over with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, does this prove anything about the 20-year relationship? Was Tom Brady the reason why they were winning all them championships, or was it Bill?
It just proved that it was hand in hand.
They like people were always saying that when he left, it was like it was some type of beef or something. They probably had arguments because they lost games, they lost Super Bowls, they didn't have
heated arguments.
That's what I'm saying. That's always going to happen when you're expecting greatness. And they were together for 20 years. Of course, you're going to have problems with each other over a certain amount of time. That's normal. But like, I don't know, bro. It doesn't prove anything. Tom Brady was perfect for Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is a defensive mastermind. Tom Brady is a diabolical quarterback. He knows how to pick apart everything. So they were a perfect match. This game to me didn't prove shit. It didn't prove a single goddamn thing. It was just that
it proved that there was a match made in heaven.
Exactly. So
and it should have never ended
at all.
What?
So
it is what it is.
That wraps up that drama-filled saga. I hate when people dramatize everything. It's annoying. They do that with basketball.
I'm glad the game did live up to the hype with them expensive tickets. People paid that money for them tickets.
$12,000 a seat, boy. So the last game of the week, last night, Monday Night Football, the Chargers and the Raiders. The Chargers pulled out the dub, 28-14. And keeping it 100 with you, bro, it felt like the Raiders came out flat after they had that lightning delay, which was a little bit weird. It was weird.
I think that had something to do with it.
Yeah.
They're in a dome.
So they are technically they're in the dome, but I seen like the shot from outside of the stadium, like the top bowl there's no covering over it. It's a cover over top, but outside is like behind it, so it's not like fully enclosed. So that's why.
I was wondering, I'm like, yo, this gotta be some California shit.
But
They're in the dome.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they came out flat. The Chargers were ready to play. Justin Herbert came out throwing. Jared Cook
On them things.
Jared Cook had the game of his life. Jared Cook was getting open on every third down opportunity he had. Jared Cook was getting money. Austin Eckler was getting money.
Oh my God.
Them boys was eating.
Austin Eckler trying to go all pro first team this year.
For sure. And like the Chargers got out 21-zip real easy in the first half. I was like, damn, the Raiders down like this? What's up?
Mike Wallace only had 2 catches. Or Mike Williams.
Mike Williams and Keenan Allen didn't really do much, but it was like Jared Cook and Austin Eckler, and those guys really eating. So that's what's up with the Chargers. The Chargers looking like they really might win a division, bro. We're gonna see what happens when they play the Chiefs against, but they looking like they that though, like for real. So
the AFC playoffs is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. The Raiders,
all them quarterbacks.
The Raiders tried to put up a fight, but it was just too late. And that leads us to our players of the week for the NFL. We have 2 players from each conference, 1 offense, 1 defense. I'm going to let my boy go first with the AFC. Who you got on offense? Tyreek Hill, boy. That man is blazing. How many? He had 3 touchdowns, right? Man, it's ridiculous. Who you got on defense in the AFC? Okay. How many tackles? Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Tackle for loss and a pass deflection. I think the pass deflection was a drop pick.
Okay.
But it was all over the field.
So for AFC players of the week, offense, I got Lamar. Lamar went stupid. 22 of 37, 316 yards. He only had 1 passing touchdown, but he was making, and that 1 passing touchdown was ridiculous. That deep bottom to Hollywood was crazy. And on defense, got my boy Darwin James. Darwin James was out there last night making plays. He had 6 total tackles and a pick. That pick sealed the game. That whole thing where he had Darren Waller, he was glued to that man. He read the quarterback and everything.
Good play call by the defense. He was in perfect position.
Perfect position to snag that. That was his first pick since 2018. He's been dealing with injuries, so hopefully that phase of his career is over with, and he can continue to be an all-pro safety. So
yeah, God willing, because he's a dog.
Yeah, and over to the NFC. NFC, I'm gonna go first. We're just gonna flip flop. You know what I'm saying? NFC offense. I got David Montgomery for the Bears. David Montgomery. He ate, bro. 23 carries, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now, he did get hurt. It looked like it was serious, but I checked yesterday. They said they don't think it's an ACL. They think it's just a hyperextended knee. So, that's good. Better than the whole season. You have to get surgery, so, you know. So, that's my offense. I'm going to hand it off to my boy for the offense in the NFC. And for defense, I'm just going with safeties. I got my boy Quandre Diggs from the Seahawks. That boy had 7 tackles, a PBU, and a pick against the 49ers to help them get a dub. He played really, really well. Shit, he might be. Jamal Adams is more of a box safety though. He's gonna come down and lay the wood on you like a Cam Chancellor type of player. And Quandre is more like a Earl Thomas kind of guy. I know I just compared him to two Seahawks, but it don't matter. Yeah. Trey Diggs, man. He had 2 picks. He had 2 picks the week before too on Monday night.
He's wild.
He's
wild.
Now that
but I ain't gonna lie, this had to happen. His brother is Stephon Diggs. He had no reason not to be the best corner in the league.
I don't know about the best corner.
Not right now, but I'm saying eventually.
Playmaker for sure, yeah. Him and Byron Murphy on the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you telling me you can run routes against Stephon Diggs all summer?
And
Like,
he
come
gotta go.
on.
He gotta go to practice with Coop. Amari Cooper is a route technician. His routes
Yeah.
are ridiculous. So
Then you came up guarding them Alabama receivers too.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
you see how he made Devontae and Jalen Hurts look
You know what
last
I'm
week.
saying? Calvin Ridley, he had to guard Calvin Ridley too. So
Mm-hmm.
as the season goes along, we're gonna see if he can consistently be on that basis to be a playmaker for that defense. So
Indeed.
wrapping up the NFL, we got our games of the week for Week 5. Like we said before, Thursday night football, must watch TV. Rams at
Indeed.
Seahawks. We gonna
Indeed.
make picks on some of these games. So I'm gonna let you go first. See what you got for the Rams and the Seahawks. Nah, this is in Seattle. You got the Seahawks over the Rams? I'm gonna have to go with the Rams, dog. The Rams, they're gonna have to bounce back from that L, and I don't think that the Seahawks defense been looking suspect, and the Rams defense looks for real because the only difference with them is that last week when they played the Cardinals just have so many weapons that you can't possibly guard everybody and lock them up. You're gonna have to outscore them to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna have to force a
Indeed.
bunch of turnovers. But the type of
Yeah.
defense that
Gonna
the
have to make
Rams
that boy turn
have,
that over.
they're gonna lock DK against Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey done strapped
Historically
that
bad
up.
matchup.
Jalen done locked that up.
Facts.
And then you got the only problem they're gonna have is trying to figure out Tyler Lockett because Tyler Lockett can get loose at any time. So I'm gonna go with the Rams on that one. Next,
It's gonna be a hell of a game.
we got sneaky the Packers at the Bengals. Packers at the Bengals Sunday 1:00. I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm going with the Pack. The Packers been firing on all cylinders, defensively and offensively. And Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, reigning MVP. Been balling, been doing the stud thistle. Aaron Jones toting it. Devontae Adams been all pro. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna pull out the dub in this one. Joe Burrow and them gonna come close, but I'm riding with Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, next one we got your team, the Saints at the Washington Football Team. Who you got? It's gonna be tough because neither one of these offenses are particularly good, but both the Saints defense is really nice. They've proven that they've been nice this year. They've proven, you know what I'm saying. And the matchup I'm looking at off the rip with the Saints and the Washington Football Team is Marshawn Lattimore and Terry McLaurin. First matchup I'm looking at. That's the first matchup I'm looking at. Is Curtis Samuel actually healthy now? Is he going to be able to make some plays? I seen him get in the game last week. Okay. But this one, it's a toss-up. I'm going to go with the football team. Because they have a propensity to make bigger plays throughout the game. So
I'm gonna go with Taylor Heineke and them boys.
they love him in that shitty ass stadium. That stadium fucking sucks.
Shit crazy. Too many injuries in that stadium.
Next, I'm gonna go with the Browns and the Chargers. This is gonna be crazy. Baker Mayfield versus Justin Herbert. And to be honest, the key to the game to me is going to be which defense is going to be able to come out and stop the other offense. So
Indeed.
this one, I'm gonna go with the Browns. But the only reason why I'm going with the Browns is because they have a consistent running game. It is in LA. I'm going with the Browns just because Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, they can control the clock by being able to run the ball, and they still got like deep threats, and their defensive line is ridiculous. And it's not to shortchange the Chargers because the Chargers front line is crazy too. So I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna go with them Browns. I'm gonna rock with the Browns. It's crazy to say now that we're rocking with the Browns to win some of these games.
The Browns are a playoff team.
Who you got, man? for sure. All right.
Chargers.
All right. Now, this one, Bills at Kansas City. Sunday Night Football. Matchup of the top tier quarterbacks in the league. Patrick Mahomes against Josh Allen. If Josh Allen wins this game, he's making more of a statement case to get that MVP that he's looking for. It's a rematch
Indeed,
of the
you're
playoff,
right
the
about that.
AFC Championship last year. Who you got, my boy? Yeah, it's an Arrowhead. Yup. I'm going with the Chiefs too, man. Like, there's no reason for me to not go with the Chiefs. Like, the Chiefs have a better offense, even though the Bills got guys over there. Josh Allen, they got Zach Moss, they got Devin Singletary, they got Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, Dawson Knox. They got guys over there. Yeah, defense is nice too, low key. They don't have a lot of names, but they're a solid ass unit. So it's gonna be a certified hood classic. But I'm going with the Chiefs because I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes that often. So I'm going with them.
Not too often.
And we got a couple innocuous games that I'm gonna throw out there. We got the Bears at the Raiders. This is going to be another test for Justin Fields to see if he can secure that starting spot for the Bears. Who you got?
In Vegas.
Yeah.
That Bears defense is very good. Eddie Jackson back there.
They got play, bro. Their defense is underrated.
Very underrated for the last couple of years. Just because they don't got no quarterback.
Robert Quinn still out there strip sacking people, bro.
Out there balling.
Alec Ogletree on that defense too. If you want to talk about some older players, Alec Ogletree, that used to play for the Giants.
He used to play for Georgia too. You know, I'll be watching throwback college games.
Yeah,
I just seen him on
they
there.
got Roquan Smith. They got them Georgia boys at the linebacker position.
That's a tough game, bro. I bet against Justin Fields last week, and I told myself I'm never doing that again. So, but the Raiders just had a bad game. They got to bounce back. So I'm definitely rock them Raiders at home.
The Raiders. This is tough because
that's gonna be a good game.
I see them as even just because the defense for the Bears is so good. But I'm gonna go with the Raiders. The reason why is because of their ability to get to the quarterback. They weren't able to get home to the quarterback a lot on Monday last night, but the Chargers have excellent tackles. Rashawn Slater is an excellent tackle. He manhandles whoever's in front of him. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders just because their ability to get to the quarterback, and it's gonna mess with their running game and everything like that.
Yeah, no David Montgomery either.
No David Montgomery. They're gonna have to lean on Damian Williams and Herbert. I'm not remembering his first name. They don't have Tariq Cohen back there. He got hurt in the preseason, so it's gonna be a good game. But I'm going with the Raiders. Shout out to Derek Carr. Derek Carr been balling.
Indeed, bad game last night, but it's all right.
And the last game we got is the 49ers at the Cardinals. Now, this seems like it's going to be like a landslide, but you never know with the Cardinals because sometimes they can be inconsistent.
Facts.
I'm picking the Cardinals anyway because they look like the best team in that division. So,
like the best team in the league. Too early to say that.
All right, if we're going to go there, we're going to go there. Who's your top 5 in the league right now?
Cardinals, Bucks. Put Packers in there.
Let me write this down to see what I got.
Cardinals, Bucks, Packers. And Cowboys, just out of respect for Dak Prescott. Shit, nigga. I might have to, nigga. I don't know who that 15 is. The Chargers.
That's what I'm saying. You got to show some, because like most of the teams that's like 3-1 is in the NFC. So you got to be able to put at least 2 teams that's in the AFC in there. So,
man.
Damn,
I ain't even put. I got 4 NFC teams.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then, all right, so this is mine. I'm gonna rock with mine. So I got the Cardinals at number 1. I still got the Bucks at number 2, just because they have Tom Brady and all those weapons. Any game they in, I'm not betting against them more times than that. Then number 3, I got the Chargers. The Chargers are the class of the AFC West. They just passed their first real test of the season. You know what I'm saying?
I'm rocking with that.
I got the Rams at number 4. Even though the Rams took an L, they still super talented. They still got a nasty defense. And number 5, I got the Bills. The Bills have dominated their competition. They have an MVP candidate, and yeah, they look really like they really might make a run to the Super Bowl this year. I don't know for a fact. They are the most interchangeable team on this list. I could change them out with the Ravens easily. I could change them out with any other team that's at the top of the AFC right now. I could change them out with I don't really know who else, man. I mean, it's really just the Bills and the Ravens that are coming to mind.
Packers and them Cowboys. You got the Cowboys in there?
Nah, I gotta keep it even. I gotta go two and 2, and then I gotta go with the best team. The Cowboys could change. I mean, if I was being 100% not fair, if I wasn't being fair, I would take the Bills out and put the Cowboys. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put the Cowboys.
No, you gotta have 2. You gotta have at least 2 on each conference. I like that. So I'm gonna put for my AFC. I'm gonna put the Chargers and the Ravens.
Okay.
For my NFC, I'm gonna do the Cardinals and the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Who you got it? That 5. You got the Rams, the Cowboys. You got the Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers at the 5th.
Okay. So that's gonna wrap up our portion for the NFL. This segment is gonna be long as hell. I just noticed that we've been going for 45 minutes after our intermission, which was probably 20 minutes before that.
That's a fast 45 minutes.
Fast as hell. So stay tuned. It's the Cozy Corner. We're gonna be right back, my boy. Luka used to winning. So other than that, man, this was another successful episode of the Cozy Corner. This is a bit different because we had to do it over the radio waves of the internet. But I think this turned out better than probably the first one we did, and the shows only could continue to get better. So leave a like down below. Comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when we dropping. And other than that, man, we out.
Yeah, man. Peace out.
All right, dog.